Hey guys, Bethany Summersizzle here. Look who else is here.
In the intro.
This is actually my assistant, Timmy. Listen, I'm not used to you being on screen with me.
I know, that's why I'm instructing you.
We decided we were going to watch all of the Mickey Mouse inspired horror movies in one night. And let me tell you something, that was not an easy task.
I fucking hate this shit so much.
This is great. All these movies are based off of Steamboat Willie, the first Mickey Mouse cartoon, which entered the public domain last year. Kick it all off, we watched Steamboat Willie. What did you think of it?
I don't know, but he was kind of an asshole.
He was a great big asshole.
I was a little disturbed. Were you entertained?
I was surprised there wasn't a lot of steamboating in it. It's like 45 seconds of Steamboat Willie on his steamboat, and then 8 minutes of him just abusing animals and turning them into instruments. Steamboat Willie started as a horror, and it's continuing as horror.
I didn't get a very good impression from it, and I hadn't seen it before.
Maybe because Steamboat Willie just isn't a very good short.
It's not.
There's no real way to track how many people have made Steamboat Willie ripoffs because people don't credit Walt Disney. You can't like look up Walt Disney and see all the things that people have based off of the work. The names are all different. Sometimes it's Willie, sometimes it's Steamboat, sometimes it's Mickey, sometimes it's Mouse. There are just not as many of these as people were thinking.
There are some shorts that we did not include in this.
I'm gonna tell you that it's really okay that we didn't.
Because you watched them.
I did. There was The Vanishing of S.S. Willie. It's got a cool little poster. It looked like it was gonna be something really interesting.
That looks good.
Yeah, it's just like still images and some music. It's like a silent film. This one right here, Cogs Steamboat Willie, it's literally Steamboat Willie, the original short film, but he slowed it down and it's 45 minutes long. The feature-length one, and some of them haven't come out yet, but I would say these were all so bad that it doesn't matter that there's more coming out. We did this at the right time, because if we'd have done this next year, we would have had to have watched all like 12 of the movies, but we just had to watch 5.
And these are going to be 2024, 2025, so recent. On that note, I guess we're going to get started on our first Mousetrocity.
It's pretty good. Divulge the plot of The Mousetrap.
Oh my god. Because
You could read that.
These are the best party that we can throw.
It's Alex's 21st birthday, but she's stuck at the amusement arcade on a late shift, so her friends decide to surprise her, but a masked killer dressed as Mickey Mouse decides to play a game of his own with them, which she must survive.
You could take the word Mickey Mouse out of that and apply that to 5,000 different horror films.
I wanted to come prepared.
Stop edging me out of this. You're like, get in your seat. Get in your seat. See? You can just stay there. There's so much real estate over here.
I'm used to being
The center of attention.
I don't realize I'm doing it. I swear to God, I don't realize I'm doing it.
I'll put tape on.
Okay, here, put it there so that I don't move. I even brought the scissors upstairs.
Hey man, I'm from Hollywood, bitch. I don't need scissors for duct tape.
He's taping my legs down.
There. So you can move one leg, but this one's not going anywhere.
A lot of people are dead, and a lot more want to know why.
This starts off with an interrogation in a ridiculous jail cell.
Oh my gosh.
While this teenage girl is locked up in a New York City dungeon.
Lots of blue lighting. Very dramatic. It's just the back of a really bad, a really bad wig. And it's a chick. A goth chick.
Goth chick.
So.
And she's sassy.
She's sassy as fuck.
Okay. I warned you.
It goes straight from the interrogation scene to flashback. We're in the arcade. And then the owner shows up.
And he's the writer and the producer. Yeah, see, I did some research.
These movies are not worth researching.
They're not. This part is a little confusing. First off, there's a room in this arcade where like kids go, right? There's this.
Is that what that is?
This Steamboat
I think it was
Willie.
just like his little private hangout spot.
But he's drinking vodka, just plain Steamboat Willie, because maybe that's like his favorite film of all time.
I think he's got a poster for it. He's really into Steamboat Willie.
He's got, I guess, the mask behind, the Mickey Mouse mask behind like a glass case. This is where it becomes a little like fuzzy. He steps on a wire.
Nope.
What?
He doesn't even step on it. He just spills his alcohol on it.
Spills his alcohol on like a frayed wire.
Yeah, and sparks come out of it.
Oh, water. That's definitely how electricity works.
And the mask is talking to him. So
Yeah.
does it possess him?
This is the beginning of not knowing exactly what's going on, and then there is no end to not knowing what's going on.
You want to see what I see?
For lack of better words, he becomes like possessed by this like
But that's a
mask and spirit of Steamboat Willie.
That's a total assumption, though. He doesn't touch the electricity, he doesn't get electrocuted by the electricity, and also alcohol is not conductive, so I don't know why it sparked anyway.
That's why I said, let's just...
What do you're in a fully lit room. What is this like?
And then the scene is over and we never see him again.
But you do think that he's the one in the mask, right?
No, there's
the
no reason to
beard
think
is
that.
coming out.
Okay.
He has a beard? What the fuck is that?
Well, yeah, because it's the British guy.
Well, that's what we assume, but that would be a red herring, I would think.
Is he wearing a hockey jersey at the beginning?
He changes into it later.
Is he wearing it when he gets possessed?
I don't think so, but he...
The killer has it.
The kilter...
The killer.
And there was at one point where we thought there were two.
See, this is a different guy. No beard coming out of his mouth.
That's right. We're getting way ahead of this. We're not gonna like go through
And
every
Flash.
film like scene by scene. Our main character Alex has to stay late because a bunch of people like rented out the place.
They made a
for work.
huge mess. They left a cup and a napkin.
But her friends use this as an opportunity to surprise her like 2 weeks early for
Yeah.
her 21st birthday party.
We start getting introduced to all of our characters who have no personality.
Okay.
It takes a while for the random goth chick to show up.
Yeah.
All the girls kind of look similar except for the ones that are really ugly. The goth chick in the jail cell is narrating everything, even when her character's not around.
She wasn't even there for most of the stuff, but she said she saw it on the camera.
Saw it on the camera, or Alex told me.
It doesn't matter
None of
what
this matters.
what the names of these people are, because which I guess our main character, and then Becca, right, is the goth chick.
Is that Becca?
Here, well, we have the cast literally right in front of
Yeah,
us.
but they don't have pictures because none of these people have careers.
Okay,
oh, there
her.
she is.
Yeah, Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Well, I think they call her Becca.
Okay.
Show
Okay,
up?
where's Rebecca? There she is, in the back, right?
Yes, the outcast.
This, by
No,
the way,
because we
but-
can skip 90% of the movie because it's just the teenagers standing around, and then flash forward to the interrogation scene, and then flash back, and it just goes on like that for 9 years. Let's get into the bad guy
By the
show.
way, it doesn't take until 50 minutes, I believe, that there's our first on-screen kill.
Oh, okay, we're getting there.
We have hints that people are being killed, but we don't see anything.
There's several murders that happen that are off screen. Some of them happen where he, is stabbing off camera. Some of them, the scene just ends before he does any killing.
Stop.
Who's there?
Oh, wow, these actors.
It's so bad.
Who's there? Oh, that was terrifying.
And one of my favorite quotes, because he does talk a little bit, the mouse character, whoever he is, he goes, "Ready or not."
Ready or not, I'm coming to find you.
That's not how it goes.
They couldn't even get that line.
Like,
This fucking guy. Actor man.
He looks like one big long tooth.
Even the lighting was so lazy because
Yeah.
they have these tubes of LED light. And
oh, the tubes.
not only do they just trash every scene with as much blue light as possible. They also will just put the lighting in the shot like it's part of the decoration of where they're at, which would maybe have flown in the arcade, even though nobody's gonna light a cabinet the way they did. But then this exact same light is in the interrogation cell. This little pole goes everywhere and just turns everybody into Smurfs.
Oh, God.
Oh, we forgot one very important part.
What?
The film starts off with a Star Wars crawl.
There is a Star Wars full-on thing. Crawl?
Star Wars crawl.
There's a Star Wars hall in the very beginning.
Crawl.
We're supposed to think that that's funny.
It was their way of doing a disclaimer, but it goes on for like a minute and a half.
Look at my clenched fist.
Yeah, no, my heart is clenched. I had a heart attack watching this movie. It was so fucking bad. And it's that level of incompetent comedy and writing continues through the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's like a scene where two people leave to go have sex and the guy just goes,
Like if he was in a horror movie, you'd never say, "I'll be right back," because then you don't.
and it doesn't even feel like an homage to Scream. It's like they just took the dialogue.
Wait, why is the phone ringing if they're closed?
Yeah, don't answer it.
Is it gonna be like Scream?
What's your favorite Mickey Mouse cartoon?
She's not 21 yet, because they do mention that they celebrate her birthday early, and she said, "This is my first legal drink."
Sure thing, Ryan.
Come again, fucker.
What?
Come again, fucker.
I don't think that guy knows what those words mean.
Every single line of dialogue in it has some sort of flaw to it. It's either the bad acting, or it's a stupid line that nobody would ever say, or it's like plot breaking.
She was planning on going out to like do stuff and whatever, yet somehow the nerd guy knew she was going to stay behind and made that like candy display for her and made like the whole like setup under the eat sign.
Is it food? I love food.
The mouse is like supernatural or magic or something. Like he can like teleport.
Well, all of this cannon fodder,
so
and they're not
bad.
even using it. Oh, it's magic!
One of the girls, who cares who it is just like, "Oh my gosh, he can teleport. That's crazy." And he goes,
No, it's not crazy. A guy dressed as Mickey Mouse is killing us. Teleportation is still very much on the table.
A person wearing a mask,
"Huh?"
the next step up, teleportation. The fact that the guy can teleport, never explained.
The flashlights, they have like this strobe mode that I guess it doesn't kill him, but
No.
it like impairs him in some way.
The light!
It stops his ability to teleport and otherwise makes him a little delirious until he doesn't want to do that anymore, and then he will just stop, and then he will then teleport away.
You can never trap me!
We have a second location in the movie that is like a little pub
The light!
Oh, the light, yes.
where a bunch of hockey guys are hanging out in their unmarked hockey jerseys.
Yes.
And it's the same one that the killer is wearing. Everybody thinks that Ryan is the killer, because I heard his name a million times.
All right. So all this like suspicion of like who is doing this, and
After about maybe 5 or so murders, he does karate in the pub.
Is he gonna murder all 4 of these strapping young men?
It's like TikTok. He just starts swinging his arms around.
Oh, he's so fast. It's not a gun, bro. Grab it.
So the violence finally kicks in an hour into the movie, and then they come up with a plan, and the movie ends.
by the way, the main character gets her head cut off with a sword. Did we mention in the intro there will be spoilers?
There will be spoilers.
Okay.
The only one that seems to got out of this unscathed. Like some soul survivor. And I hate a soul survivor, Rebecca.
Yeah, let's talk about the fact that Because of the way it's set up with the interrogation, we know everybody dies.
Well, we're not too sure because of the way it ends. We don't technically see everybody.
No, the setup of the movie is all in this interrogation room, and they call her a sole survivor multiple times. So we know every character has to die.
Like all these people have to die, right?
So what's weird is you're moving along, you know the movie's about to end, and there's still like 4 characters alive.
Did the magnet pull it out? Oh, Alex is dead!
I was fixing my nipple ring.
And you're like, how are we gonna get all 4 of these characters killed before the movie ends? How do they handle that, Bethany?
They just stop filming. He goes, you... I think he was gonna say you cunt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What a complete...
Wait, that was the end? That was the end? What the? That was worse than I thought it would be.
They just stopped making the movie.
The fucking music starts.
Yeah, there's like 3 characters left.
It is the most ridiculous, but not in a good way, ending.
It was the best part of the movie. Was that it was over, for one thing, and then secondly that it was like just cuckoo bananas, but I don't think it was cuckoo bananas creatively. I think they literally just like ran out of money and said, this will be the ending. It was lazy. Everything in it was lazy. This is also in the tradition of Steamboat Willie ripoffs, having post-credit scenes begins.
Come play with me.
Post-credits imply that Becca is somehow going to join Team Mouse or whatever, because comes to her cell, so the cops aren't there, comes to her cell, and she's just like, looks so happy, like guilty almost, like maybe she was a part of all this. I don't know. We don't know. Who cares? He's like, I have so many people I want you to meet, so maybe she's going to join people.
This is the sequel. So it's called The Mousetrap. Welcome to the Mickeyverse.
Okay.
Again, not creative, just aping off of other people's bullshit.
Mickey will be loose in the city and will kill people to search for his beloved called Minnie.
I love that this synopsis is so optimistic because it was written with the intention of like, this movie will come out. It says Mickey will be loose in the city.
And will kill
And he
people.
will kill people. We'll still make this movie, I promise. Yeah, and so that's The Mousetrap. How do we rate The Mousetrap? We are rating a few things here. We're gonna rate its Steamboat Willie usage. We're gonna rate it as a horror film. And
I can't remember all this.
that's why I'm writing it down, dumbass. I wanted to rate the Mickey in each movie.
Oh, like the look,
Yeah,
right?
the look of all the different Mickeys. Let's talk about Steamboat Willie. How do we rate the Steamboat Willie usage? Being that this is all being perpetuated by Steamboat Willie going into the public domain, and that's the impetus of the idea. How
From
did
1
they...
to 5.
1 to 5. How well was it utilized?
So I guess because it was immediately thrown in there at the beginning, I'll give it a 3 because
3?
Yeah.
I'm giving this a 1, man.
They at least used that reference.
They used it. That's all they did, is they had it.
Okay, give
in
it
there.
a 2 for me.
All right. They mention Steamboat Willie at the beginning. They show the cartoon itself. They show the poster, and then the rest of it, you could put any other mask on that guy, and it wouldn't have affected the plot at all.
That would be like me walking into that room of my Spice Girls stuff and listening to Spice Girls music, and then I become Melanie C.
Turpin's up here, but I might get my, thingies to not fall out. Excuse me.
So how do we rate this as a horror film?
1.
1?
Yeah.
You're going with 1 for horror on this one?
Yeah.
The best kill was Alex getting her head cut off. It's like somebody else gets like computer-generated knife in the head a bunch of times. No good jump scares, no atmosphere, no good kills. Terrible movie all around. I'll give it a 2 on horror. Mickey.
This is just like the look.
Just rating the look. Black jersey, the mask specifically, with a little bit of a beard coming out of the mouth.
2.
I'm going back to 1. And then the movie itself out of 5.
So I'm gonna give this one a 2.65.
2.5, got it. I'm giving it a 1. And yeah, so that's the Mousetrap.
Yeah, that's how VR goggles work. Don't do it again. Don't wave your hand in front of the eyes again.
Guys, this isn't funny.
No, it's not. Or entertaining.
Or scary.
The second one was I Willie, which I
Sounds like a porno.
halfway enjoyed.
I liked it too.
It starts off as bland and stupid as anything else. The bug repellent guy just...
He's like the mouse exterminator,
Yeah.
but he is spraying.
Right,
That's what's
which is
funny.
for bugs.
Yeah.
He's like in an abandoned place and just goes into a domicile and realizes somebody's there. And when he realizes that somebody lives there, he doesn't immediately leave.
I got the wrong date. All right, man.
Yeah, it has a opening murder scene, but it still follows all of the same bad horror conventions. And then it's just like, here comes the attractive teenagers, and they're all bland characters with no personality.
This one is British, right?
Is this the one that was in Ottawa? This is not British.
No, this was the Mexico.
It starts off with a lot of like stuff about Nazis in Germany. German newspapers with English news written
So
on
we're
it.
thinking this is going to be a big part of the plot, but it's not. It's not.
Not at all.
Okay, so this is tied in with some Nazi shit. It's a good thing we're not monetized.
It chugs along real boring, like, for the first
Kind of like a steamboat.
half. Our Mickey Mouse murderer is again a silent killer.
Very
Mickey
buff.
Mouse. This is the buffest of all of the Mickey Mouse movies. He's buff, he's half burned, his mask is like made out of human skin. It's like all thin and flappy and sewn together.
The whole idea of this is that he's supposed to be getting skin to like... Did they say how he got burned? Because I missed that.
They do say there is a story about a fire. This is also one of the... Not all of them exist in our universe in which Walt Disney was a thing. I Willie, little skinny dude, talks about the Steamboat Willie cartoon.
Steamboat Willie is the first character ever played by Mickey Mouse in 1928.
And then in the Mousetrap, they play the Steamboat Willie cartoon.
See, I wasn't listening. They're supposed to be YouTubers, by the way, and they're not like filming anything.
They don't pull out a camera until they want to use it as a flashlight in the woods.
We can make a video out of it. Yeah?
And then there was a girl in this that was wearing a pink sweater, and she immediately wants to, I don't know, sympathetically go check on a half-burned hobo that is living inside this place.
Yeah, we gotta go.
No, wait! You saw a guy with a fucked up face and you're afraid of him? No, okay, he's probably homeless. He's been rejected by society.
Which no woman in her right mind would just go into an abandoned place knowing there was a homeless person in there to try and help him. Like, that's just putting yourself in danger. And then that's when you said,
I don't like this girl.
and that slowly changed for you.
The only reason I said that was because she was made to be like this sympathetic, like, yeah, sure, you can want to like help people and everything, but you're not going to go into an abandoned building.
Oh, okay, no, the Daniel I know would come up with a plan to salvage this and make it the best episode he's ever shot.
You don't go into an enclosed space with a stranger.
Yeah.
Let alone one that's just hanging out in the dark.
Like we did.
Like we did.
We don't we don't have to get into that.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, somebody's here. You say you've been here for about an hour? Or
me?
Yeah.
How long have I been here?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I just have a bad feeling. I don't know.
She's supposed to be the pink, like, kind of prissy girl, and a rat at some point is killed, and she gets blood on her lip, and she licked it.
That's so gross.
It's like, why isn't she cleaning this blood off her face?
There's like another girl that's more
Edgy.
rough and edgy.
Our second fishnet stocking goth of the night.
Right.
I'm really creeped out. I don't know if I want to do this.
Oh my God, Mariah, it's gonna be fine.
And then there's one very confusing scene where a guy speaks Spanish.
El señor ratón.
And the little skinny dude who has a thick accent.
Well, sorry. He was an abnormal looking person.
Doesn't know Spanish.
It appears that he doesn't speak Spanish. And the white girl talks to him in Spanish.
Jesus, ¿por qué quieres que nos vayamos? What are you saying? Just let me talk to him. Jesus.
It's still a pretty bad movie.
The
but
gore's pretty good.
Just this movie chugs along real boring, way better violence than The Mousetrap. Worthwhile violence if you're into horror. Because there's scalping, there's limb removal.
Like, just having your skin shaved off of you is just kind of like...
This leaves standard horror and goes into torture porn.
It reminds me of Hostel a lot. Do they...
If you liked Hostel, you will like this movie.
Did they remove a dick in this? I forgot.
I don't think so. I think there were only
There
two
were
castrations.
two, and I can't remember.
It's all about legs in this one for some reason.
There was like a homeless person in the beginning and in the middle, right?
It's the same homeless person.
Oh, it is the same person.
His name was Jesus, and because he was burned slightly, the burned man did not want his skin.
¿Por qué a ti no?
No le sirve.
But also, this burned homeless dude had skin that he could have used. He was only burned on one part. So that part didn't really, like...
It's bad. It is still bad.
It's still really bad.
But he's just randomly cutting off people's legs and feet, and it's so that he can cover his scars, and there's like 5 pounds of human flesh just stuck to the wall somewhere.
I love just like the very fake looking piece of skin just like stretched out in the back there.
This is one that almost is worth not spoiling.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Explain the
We're gonna get into spoilers. And this one I think is worth watching for the plot development. If you want to actually watch this one, skip to the next movie with this time code here. Now let's talk about spoilers. What changed your mind about the young lady in the pink sweater?
She's gonna feel sorry for him. He's gonna like have a soft spot for her or like something. Like nothing will happen to her and she's gonna be like on his side at some point. You started saying like, oh, she kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
She's alone in the woods and some of her friends have been killed and she finds, I think maybe it's like just a little bit of flesh on the ground.
Yeah.
She's got the microphone on it. Can you hear me? Ew!
What is up with her?
She just dug right in, man.
That's still like just stupid filmmaking stuff to be like, oh, is this blood? Like people do that in bad movies. And she does that and she gets it all close to her fucking face and we're like,
yes, it's blood. Oh, she's so nasty!
And it turns out she's a fucking psychopath.
So this is how he feels about me, by the way. Oh my God, shut up.
Oh my God.
She's like me, she's looking in the mirror all the time. Just wait 1 second, I'm just checking really quick. Wait, and you can repeat that.
That was the first time out of the whole evening that we enjoyed something that was happening in the movie on purpose.
Right.
It was a good twist. It was a satisfying twist.
She takes her hairband out and lets her hair down.
She drops her little pink band for, I mean, I don't know, it's like I can see that being like symbolism.
And then she's in the place where this
Willie.
Willie, yeah, that's right, where Willie resides, and there's these charcoal drawings, and she uses the charcoal and she makes this like smoky eye makeup to make herself look like this like sexy psychopath.
Yeah, she turns into a sexy psychopath.
But then she sees a picture of herself.
She saw the mouse guy when she was a little girl.
Mm-hmm. I had an encounter.
And? What happened?
It started when I was 8.
And I guess that permanently scarred her and turned her into a fetishist for mouse things.
Yeah.
And blood. Oh, no, there is one more nice escalation that occurs. She's so aroused. It's not a full-on Mulholland Drive style masturbation scene by any means, but she's really messed up, which is great.
Did she have a tattoo? She had a tattoo under her boob.
Oh yeah, she had a little underboob tattoo of Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
And it said, I Heart Willie. Yeah, and then it's pretty bland torture porn movie from there on out.
They do a pretty good job with the torture stuff if that's what you're into.
It is good effects, makeup.
Yeah.
It really looks like
You
they're...
hated the skinny guy. You did not like him at all.
Why would I like him?
You were just talking shit.
I didn't like
about
him. I didn't like Anthony Kiedis.
Like, he spit. He had snot coming out.
All right. Ew. Oh, God.
Yeah, it was like that moment in Tropic Thunder at the beginning. And she starts off, like, when she gets evil, she starts doing the Jack Nicholson.
God, I'd get like a headache looking up like that the whole time.
But by the end of the movie, she is like all the way down here, like looking up. Like
Oh my god. Oh, what about the splashing of the blood?
Oh yeah, there's a kill scene way towards the end. They're both killing someone, and they're both stabbing on either side. Every time they stab, somebody off camera throws
like a bucket.
just a full bucket of corn syrup on their heads. It doesn't even splash. It's a giant tongue of blood that just falls on the characters. It doesn't look like it's coming from the body, and even if it was, it's not in the right rhythm.
So they basically fall in love, like the sweet, innocent chick that turns crazy and evil.
And they
mouse
are
dude.
arguably also the most good-looking people in the movie.
She takes his mask off, and you're thinking, like, I mean, you know, granted, he is scarred up and
Like
things like that, but
that.
he's very chiseled, very handsome. You can tell, I mean, bone structure does a lot.
He's actually is pretty good looking.
Pretty handsome, actually.
He's more good looking than the other two guys.
Right.
And then she says something about his beautiful eyes.
But I could see his eyes. They were dark.
Early
they're
on.
white.
They are just blanco white. It's bad. It is still bad.
It's still really bad.
They're trying and they're failing, and some of the things they did right.
What is this with the jackets?
Is that the cop's jacket, or?
Remember the leather jackets come out of nowhere
Oh, right.
and they don't put them on, and we're like, why do they have leather jackets?
jacket thing.
I don't know.
Wait,
That
wait.
the jacket explained the jackets.
Explain it.
Post-credit scene, they have the leather jackets and they run up to a family in a van and kill them.
That is, I Love Willie.
I Heart Willie.
I
If you
Heart
wanna-
Willie.
If you want to look it up, it's not love, it's heart. So what do we think of the Steamboat Willie influence?
Oh, yeah, maybe 2. But I just feel like the whole German thing just put me in the wrong direction.
Yeah, it's a chartreuse herring. It's not a red herring, because it doesn't make you think like, oh, that's what's, but you're just sitting there going like, where's the German thing? I'd give it a 3.
Oh, wow, okay.
I don't understand why he was Mouseboy or any of that, but her relationship with him, his outfit, they utilized it in a proper way. Horror, absolutely great.
Great,
Horror,
yeah. I'll say 5. So I'm also just comparing it to the movies that we watched.
Yeah, the Mickey outfit. He had on white shorts.
Wasn't he just shirtless?
His mask had the little funny nose that you hated. It was all sewn up.
Yeah, his nose would like move.
And he was wearing Mickey shorts with the giant buttons on them, and he walked like this, like Mr. Burns through the whole thing. I think it was one of the best outfits of the night.
I thought
give it a
so
5.
too. I'm gonna give it a
5.
4.
What would we rate this as a movie? I'm rating this out of the Mickey scale, the Steamboat Willie ripoff scale. It's a 3.
I'll give it a 4.
Okay.
Because I do have one for a 5, and it's probably going to surprise you. Okay, we get it.
It's raining. It's pouring. The audience is snoring.
Our next selection is Most of Horrors.
This is the one with the worst audio.
You can have immortality.
There's this group of 20-somethings and,
one old
someone's
lady.
mother that somehow ended up in there.
Why is this guy with his mom?
I was literally just about to say they are at this fair. And for some reason, why is it they are there by themselves after hours?
Yeah, it's definitely not, it doesn't have a spooky atmosphere. It is a functioning park that looks very welcoming and fun to be at.
There is this old man that I guess he's like a doctor or a scientist or something. I don't know. What is he? Like this crazy old man.
Discount Chris Christopherson is the villain.
He is on the hunt for female body parts so that he can create a bride for one of his creations.
Yeah.
Now these creations are there's Winnie the Pooh, so we're guessing from one of the Pooh movies.
It's very similar. He's dressed like a hillbilly and he is wearing the Winnie the Pooh mask from Blood and Honey,
right,
which is not from Blood and Honey. Blood and Honey bought that mask from, I think the name of the company's Immortal Masks, and they make high-end latex masks. They just bought it and made a Winnie the Pooh movie. And then the same mask is in this, but his name is just Bear. He's not Winnie the Pooh. This is a movie that doesn't have Steamboat Willie in the universe.
And then there's like the Mickey character. What do they call him? Mouse?
Yep.
Yeah, just Mouse.
We're 3 movies in. This is our 3rd silent, masked killer.
Well, sort of silent.
All of them are Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers ripoffs that are masked and just wander around killing people indiscriminately.
But yeah, no, I love the Mouse character. Okay, he totally is doing the Joker thing. He's dancing around. He's very theatrical, but it's so cringe. It's not even like creepy or anything.
And by the way, it's easy to get away from a guy who can't stop doing ballet.
It is at no point unsettling. It is always silly.
Because the bear isn't doing that.
Mouse in this reminds me of Ed, the hyena from The Lion King.
So we open up on the beach. That's right, we are in Liverpool. That's a dad and his daughter. We found out because of the subtitles.
Dad chuckles, there we go.
The audio is just so bad, except when somebody gets salt thrown in their face.
Why do you need to pass the salt? We got T-Rex on.
You see, that's nothing but bad luck right there, I'm telling you.
What? No. Just do what I do. For good luck.
Or if somebody's walking.
The killer kills the reals.
The quiet things are so loud.
Yeah.
And the dialogue is constantly so quiet, like you can't hear anybody talking.
We live in a precise world today.
God, or like an answering machine.
Yeah, they're always saying, aren't they? It's starting to piss me off. Should I call them out?
Hello. Please leave your message after the tone.
I thought it was going into a new scene because it was like out of nowhere there was this loud voice.
What we're trying to say is the audio just sucks.
Why did it make that sound?
That's what blood sounds like, Bethany.
It makes the movie so hard to listen to. The sound effects are really bad, but the footsteps, this in your face, like so loud, like you can't hear what they're saying when they're talking, but you can definitely hear their footsteps match.
He's like climbing up on a barrel and it's making all these footstep sounds. Just like somebody hitting it on the keyboard, just clump, 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 clump. At no point are you able to hear the characters talking.
Why'd you always fucking...
Respectfully, I fucking hate that guy.
They killed all of them. We got this fucking...
The character speaking audio is so bad that the automatic subtitles didn't even pick it up half the time.
They didn't.
Yeah,
no,
don't even worry about the dialogue if you watch this movie. At the beginning of this movie, 2 women are murdered, like right at the beginning. It's a cold open where some girls are killed, and then we see their bodies.
It literally looks like a picture of 2 skeletons or like bodies. It's like CGI flies. I mean, it looks so bad.
And this is immediately followed up with the news saying we're looking for 2 women.
They start looking for 2 women who were attacked on the pier.
which you don't know someone was murdered on the pier unless you find their bodies on the pier. They're just missing, but the news is like, we're looking for the women that were killed at the beginning of the film. Yeah, tell us about our protagonist and why she is such a great character that she should be the protagonist final girl.
Who?
Chloe.
I feel really nervous about going to the States.
For sure.
She's planning to go to LA, and that's, I think, why they're throwing her a party. Oh, and her dad is a writer, and he says he's writing a book called Mouseboat Massacre. Turns out to be the next movie that we watched.
Which will be disturbing in its own way when you realize it's what the dad is writing.
Yeah, and it is, again, a broad group of bland characters.
Oh my god, it's all the same people from the last movie.
And when I say bland characters, I want to be clear, I'm a fan of the Friday the 13th movies. They have the standard stock characters in every movie, but they are not bland. For one, Crispin Glover is among them. The characters in these don't even reach Friday the 13th level of competency, and Friday the 13th is not very competent. And the other one is Kim is a character who has a name. She is the only character that does not.
That's the only thing I remember.
She doesn't get killed immediately, so the dad and the daughter, Chloe, have a reason to go hang around the place and stalk and...
Okay, so this is supposed to be like an amusement park, but it's like they go into like this room of mirrors, and you think like that's a great opportunity to have like all these like spooky twists.
They're not using the mirrors.
No, they're just walking down the hall.
They could have made this so much better.
They could have like gone into the spook house.
Right.
There's no action scenes on a roller coaster or a ride because they did not have the insurance for that. They go near a ride while it's closed and not operating.
Right.
There's the bumper cars, which is easy enough to go stand on the bumper cart area and act like you're being electrocuted.
Yes. So a dude from the group was being chased by the mouse. He ends up running onto the bumper car floor, and he gets electrocuted, but his entire face just like peels off. By the way, they can leave at any time. They are not closed, and they're not in a building or anything, but they constantly keep saying, we gotta get out of here, we gotta get out of here.
You can take him. Like, you could just rush him and just knock him over.
They also will just stand in a room with the killers.
Yeah.
And they're armed. The women are armed, and the killers are not, and they just act like the killers have the upper hand.
What the fuck are we gonna do?
What the fuck are we gonna do? Fight him or run? He's just a guy.
The whole point of this is to find female parts to build this bride. But what didn't make any sense to me is one of the girls that is captured and killed, you're thinking that the mouse is going to like take her eyes to like make
as
like
part
use
of the
those
collection.
to make the bride, right?
Yeah.
Okay, an eye. At least we're getting a part here. One eye.
But he eats them.
No, he's gonna eat it. He's gonna eat it.
It's gonna eat it.
And the old man immediately says,
She had such lovely eyes. Go into town and get me some more body parts for your bride.
I thought it would be like, the movie May, like a situation where you're like creating like the perfect person or something like that, or shit, even Frankenhooker or whatever.
outside of what appears to be a shrunken skull in a small aquarium, there is no body collecting. There is...
And what was that?
I don't know.
Isn't he like feeding it
He
at one
pokes
point?
it or something.
What? What was that?
The editing in this is peak trash.
Okay, what did she have?
Dude, she seriously put her hand in her pocket, and the next shot, her hand was out of her pocket with something.
With something. And are we gonna see what it was?
No, because now it's inside of his body. Yep, we're never gonna find out what she stabbed him with.
And oh no, we forgot the most amazing fucking part.
We did. I
Oh
don't know
my
what you're
gosh.
talking about.
We can't really determine, or we can't remember if the bear really kills anybody, right? So the old man puts the bear and mouse against each other towards the end of the movie. To prove which one is the most loyal to him, has them kind of fighting each other. What do you think happens to the bear in this movie? And it is the most random
Oh my God.
thing. They are on a boat at this point, right?
Sure, they get on a boat.
I guess.
Both of these fight scenes, there's 2 fight scenes with them back to back, so poorly choreographed. I mean, it looks like they're practicing a fight scene more than it looks like they're having a fight scene.
Then all of a sudden, a shark comes up from the water and just takes the bear and he's just gone.
I had to tell you it was a shark.
He's like a Home Depot employee. What the fuck?
Because
I didn't even see it. I blinked and I missed it.
it is more like a gray blur goes behind the boat, and then the bear is now only half of bear. Like somebody saw the Samuel L. Jackson shark death, and they were like, we can do worse. The whole thing has taken itself super serious.
Yeah.
They're hobbling away at the end of the movie all injured.
Right.
And then it just cuts to this clearly computer-generated room.
All of a sudden, it's just this tarp or whatever. Kim pulls it off and there's this tank with a lady in it. Which,
Nora Freeze
yeah,
is in
basically,
the tank.
And they're like, that's an ugly bitch.
That's an ugly bitch.
Which, that's kind of fucked up because who knows what the hell happened to this person. They use the crowbar and just, she disappears, I guess.
All right, now it's time for the movie to end.
Oh, now we're just walking. We're fine now.
Why are we still here?
Wait, that's computer generated. That's not really there.
What is that? What's happening? Wait, what was that? What was that?
Steamboat Willie influence. How do we rate this one?
0.
I'm going 0. It's not there.
Yeah.
Okay, the horror aspect. Horror. It really was not a good horror film. The jump scares were ineffective. They were in a park, and they didn't utilize that for a horror atmosphere.
I give it a 2.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 1. How do we rate the Mickey Mouse costume of the killer? Since
I'm gonna say 3.
I really liked his design. I liked that he was really thin and lanky, and he had on like fingerless gloves with this sort of like Victorian trench coat thing. I'm gonna give it a 5. Again, not comparing to all of the villain designs in movie history. Overall, what do you want to rate this movie?
5.
Really?
Yeah, out of all of them, this one was actually my favorite.
This movie has no substance to it. It is not a good horror film. Doesn't go full camp because it still takes itself too seriously. But the mouse guy is fun to watch, and the plot makes no sense. All you're doing is just straining to hear what they're saying through 90% of the movie. So
I'm gonna watch this as a silent film.
I think I would give this a 3.
Can you help me?
Hit him with your thing that is longer than his thing.
Do something.
There is shrapnel everywhere. It's like they wrote a scene where 3 women were tied down, but didn't bring ropes.
We were watching these in order of release, but then I discovered that the team behind Mouse of Horrors was the same team behind Mouseboat Massacre. And I wanted to just pair those so we could get it out of the way. So we skipped ahead by a few months and watched
Mouseboat Massacre. Now, this was what the dad was writing about.
Is that the girl? That's the girl from the last movie.
That's her.
So the same actress who played Chloe, his daughter, is in this movie. And he really painted her beautifully.
So this is the book that girl's dad was writing, by the way. And now she's inside the book as a horror cam girl.
Blair is, she's a cam girl and she's kind of like doing her stuff.
tell them about Blair's content that she makes.
We see her do this several times. She never changes the outfit. She shakes her ass at us, but not at the
viewer.
client. Mouseboat Massacre is the story of a family who is struggling just to survive. They have
No, they're not. That's not what it's about.
This girl, I can't remember her name, is tricked by her family into going to rehab at this like bed and breakfast thing.
You know she's an addict because of the dark makeup under her eyes.
That and how she's sitting.
She thinks it's a vacation because like her whole family comes, her sister, her brother, her parents, they're saying that they're gonna go on this family trip. Their 23-year-old son, who we think we're like, is this supposed to be like a teenager or something? I forgot the name of, do you remember the 23-year-old guy? Was it Nigel?
It was Nigel. This also takes place in the UK.
In the UK. And on the way, this is actually important. They stop at a gas station.
It's not important.
Nigel is a virgin. He just happens to run into this like super hot chick that's like walking out of the gas station, and her name is Phoenix. And she's like into him.
This is totally like a porn setup here. Is this gonna be a porno? I really hope so.
I know a lot of porn stars in it.
They exchange information, and he's like super excited about that. And while they're in the car, Sarah pulls out these pills, and Nigel's just like, oh, what are those?
Headache tablets.
And he's like, headache medicine isn't blue.
Didn't know they came in blue.
Never seen headache medicine blue before. I know every color they come in.
And when they get to the bed and breakfast or whatever, the therapist is there and she's like, can I look through your bag? Like,
She
going through her
realizes
bag.
it's an intervention.
It's an intervention.
And she grabs her fucking pills and takes off.
Leave me alone! Go, run!
Her dad chases her, right? She takes off into the woods. And
Which ends with him backhanding his daughter.
No, he does that later.
Oh. There are multiple dad and drug-addicted daughter chase scenes.
There's two.
Look, Walt, we've saved this room for you.
Do they lock her in the room?
They don't lock her in the room initially, but she can't get out anyway.
And she is not allowed to have a phone, but she's allowed to have a laptop and a TV with a VHS player.
These are VHS tapes.
And the way she said it, VHS.
So she's in her room.
Strange visions. Kill a mouse.
All of the background information is spelled out in one scene where the girl just looks it up on the laptop, Googles the what is the story of the movie I'm in, and then she just reads everything you need to know.
Right.
There is no discovery, there is no mystery, and what the story is I wish that I had made the ring.
It's the ring!
It was reported that the teens had purchased a haunted VHS tape online from an unknown source.
7 days, huh?
So basically, she puts in a video that it's the most fucked up looking video out of all of them that like doesn't have like a title or anything. She puts it in, and it's basically the ring. It's all these like
Black and white.
And one of the girls jumps off of like a cliff or whatever.
Straight out of the ring, like the same pose. And you would think that it was because we are doing Mickey Mouse horror movies that this is all references and camp, but this movie takes itself so serious. I mean, there are dragged out scenes of family confessionals and crying and talking about addiction.
Nigel does meet up with Phoenix, and Phoenix rocks his world for probably a minimum of 8 hours. From
Midday, they're having like a lunch picnic.
Right, till night. So the mouse dude, which I can't remember what he looks like. Why can't I remember what the mouse in this looks like?
Because this was the worst one designed.
The most boring, simplistic, like, generic looking mouse. Like, stabs her like a bunch of times and whatever.
So this is also the first time we see just blood spraying onto his mask.
Right.
There's no clever kills. It's just stab, 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 spray, spray, spray.
No matter where this guy stabs people, he gets blood on his face.
And we don't really see what happens yet to Nigel. Sarah is she can't turn off the tape, or there's like something weird, like she can't like stop it from playing.
After Nigel is killed, that's when she starts seeing visions.
Something is happening to him, right?
She straight up says a mouse is running after Nigel and trying to kill him. Like, she gets the whole thing. Like, when the camera was away, she just turned on Tubi and was like, oh, okay, got it. I'm all caught up. Nigel's in danger.
Right. Then she goes downstairs and she's trying to like tell her mom, and they get into this like scuffle.
I'm gonna take you
I'm not
upstairs.
crazy! No, get off me! Oh my god, Connie.
She somehow ends up like pushing her mom, and her mom hits her head on the cushion and cracks her skull open.
Has a concussion. Well, after that, the gloves are off. Now it's murder time. The therapist gets killed. The mom gets killed.
They end up in a car, like the therapist and the mom.
And they see the killer in the middle of the road, and then mom sits in the car and screams and does nothing.
Doesn't do anything. And at the very last minute, she tries to get out, but he ends up killing the mom. Oh my god, he rips her spine out. I
Predator
forgot about that. And Nigel sees this happen. We get our first dick removal. He saws it off.
Yeah, he like grabs it and pulls it all tight.
Alright.
He went straight from using it to losing it.
There's another theme throughout these movies. They all will just be like, here's the mouse killing somebody, and then just cut to another scene, and the mouse is just there. In Mouse of Horrors, he's fighting Bear, and then it cuts to him killing the dad, and then cuts back to him fighting Bear. Like, she's just doing her thing, and then he's in the house killing her.
Stabbed her, or she was running through all the doors and she just kept like shutting doors.
What is he doing? Is he painting on her?
He was like stabbing her or something, and then he like pulled something off her head and that just like killed her, but we don't really know what that was.
What? Is he gonna... What was that?
I don't know.
Face off?
He made a sound effect happen.
Kind of
And
like
she's
how
dead.
the actress did, and we don't know what she pulled out.
Yeah. I have no idea what happens after Blair dies.
Look, she's sitting in the fucking corner like the girl in the ring when they first find her.
Yeah.
The dad died, right?
Yep. Oh my god, I was about to say he was looking for Kim. Drug addict daughter and dad sit out near the water for hours having a heart-to-heart. Then he goes back into the house where there is a pot of boiling water that he left on the stove.
Oh my god.
That is just still boiling water.
Yes.
And then Mouse Man throws the boiling water on his face and
And
kills him.
that's how he died. When did the cop show up?
Well, after her dad had been killed, but she didn't know yet. Because he's like, did you kill that man on the floor? And she's like, is my dad dead?
He said
And
there's people dead on the boat.
he found an elderly man murdered in the kitchen, and then a distraught 98-pound girl who is 5'2" runs up and he goes, you must have killed all of these people, and tries to arrest her, and then he puts his gun in his pocket.
In his pocket.
It's just sitting in his pocket.
And then Mouse shows up again and kills him, and it's boring, and it's happened, and then that scene is over.
Oh, he's got a big fake fucking
my
plastic
God,
butcher
it's
knife.
fake! Ah!
Oh, it's so
obviously
bad.
fake. Jesus.
Oh, propane tanks.
Oh, right?
She grabs the propane tank. It's in the background earlier in the movie. She picks up a propane tank at the end and goes, I have to burn the boat. I don't know what the boat is.
Boat.
I don't know why there's a boat.
This isn't over. Till I sink that boat.
What?
She's gonna sink the boat? Why?
She just decides she has to burn the boat in order to kill him. Because she broke this movie. Oh my god. She broke the videotape in half, and he turned into video noise and then disappeared.
Oh, he's a ghost. He's a videotape ghost.
So she was like, I defeated him, and then he's just there still. She's like, oh, I didn't defeat him, so now I have to burn the boat down, because that's part of his backstory that I read on Wikipedia.
For some reason, she loses grip of the propane tank, the mouse grabs it, and now he has it. Okay, so here's the thing. Sarah also is a smoker. You know, in these characters, they get all like tough and everything at the end. She's just like kind of just sitting there smoking, and she just casually flicks the cigarette at the mouse. Somehow that causes him to completely go ablaze.
Yes.
Go fuck yourself.
So if you're holding a propane tank,
And the only thing that does not catch on fire is the propane tank.
That is true, yes.
I don't know how this movie ends. I seriously can't remember how this movie ends. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just her because nobody survived.
Everybody's dead.
Does she go back into the forest and find her pills and go...
I'm gonna leave it at we have no idea how this movie ends. The movie stops at some point after he turns into a fire.
and that killed him, I guess.
Look,
Wow.
he's just a pile of...
He dissolved real fast.
This is probably the worst, I think. It's
And
the
then-
family drama, I think, that took me out of the horror.
I feel like this is a Lifetime movie about like addiction and not like a horror movie.
It's like we're flipping channels between a horror movie and...
I just want something to happen right now or I'm about to fall asleep.
Everything that this movie should be doing, it does badly.
Whoever wrote this doesn't know anything about girls, has never had sex, and doesn't know anything about addiction or therapy.
I guess we're gonna get to the rating here.
Steamboat Willie influence for Mouseboat horrors. They remade the cartoon, and there was no boat until the end when there was a boat.
At least there was a boat though, so I guess I gotta give it like a 1.
A boat?
Wow, a fucking boat.
There was a boat in the other one too. We just didn't remember it.
I know, but there was more boat talk in this one than, yeah.
I'm gonna give this one another 0. Because here's the thing. This one and I Heart Willie remade the Steamboat Willie cartoon. If you do that, you're not taking advantage of the public domain aspect. That's parody. That would be
Right.
protected even if this wasn't in the public domain. So the horror movie aspect, I'm going 2. I'm going 2 on horror for this one because I don't remember any of the kills.
Maybe
There
I'll
was
give
a
it
castration.
2. I'll do 2.
This is the first time we've agreed. Yeah, the jump scares weren't good.
No.
He's in the car now.
Yeah.
Same fucking shot.
All right, the Mickey costume. Fucking, God, I can't even give this enough of a 0. I'm going -5, even though that's not part of the rules. I don't remember it.
It wasn't even bad. It was just like
It looked like they bought a knockoff Mickey mask and did nothing with it.
-0.
That's not a thing.
I don't care.
Okay, overall score for this one. The only thing that was funny about it was the fire at the end.
I'll give this one a 1. It was my least favorite.
Yeah, we're both going 1 on this. This one was really painful to get through. It was so boring.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Just get comfortable. Yeah. Relax. We'll be there soon. Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah.
Yep.
Our last movie is Screamboat, which I guess sounds like Steamboat. And this one is the first one, the only movie out of the whole batch that was unique in any way. It was not about a silent killer in a Mickey mask. This one is about a small rodent man on the Staten Island ferry killing lots and lots of people. And that's the movie. That's the whole thing. It's not a complicated, interesting plot at all.
The people behind Terrifier were a part of this, and David Howard Thornton was, what was he
Willie.
called? Yeah, Steamboat Willie.
So this whole thing kicks off with some people get killed on the Staten Island ferry.
No, it's the
Oh, God,
mummy.
it's a mummy! Fucker.
And then we are introduced to our characters. If you like Disney and you like Steamboat Willie to any degree, watch this movie. It has Disney references peppered throughout, and it goes a whole hog on the Steamboat Willie thing. They're all just Mickey Mouse in the other ones. This one, he's got the little hat. He's, for some reason, gray, like he's in a black and white movie. One of the most obvious references is there's this group of, I don't know, sorority girls that show up having a birthday party, and each one of them is a Disney princess. And then the protagonist is for some reason dressed like Cruella de Vil, or like a Cruella de Vil if Cruella de Vil wasn't an interesting character type cosplay.
It took us a while to get through this one because it's almost 2 hours long. That was one of my biggest complaints with this.
It is not that good that you want to sit there for 2 hours and watch it. They just cut it at 1 hour and 15. We would have been like, that was great.
So I thought they did a really good job with Willie, but I don't know, I was so bored with...
But I think, to be fair, if we had kicked off with this or just decided to sit down and watch this movie, it's a fun watch. Every single kill has something, like, quirky about it. You got real excited whenever you could, like, point out a Disney reference.
Right.
And the jokes land.
What was one of the jokes?
I think the kill of the two girls trying to do a TikTok video was really funny.
That was actually really good. They were super annoying, so you want them to die anyway.
The way that they died related to what they were doing, like they're doing that face, and then he just crams a forklift into both of their mouths.
Get rid of two of them at once.
Yeah, the mouse guy is just fun. I like all of his little antics, and his pantomiming is funny.
I do like that there's like a flask that is like never ending. Like there's just always alcohol in it for some reason.
When they got into the bowels of the ship and the lead hero guy was just scared out of his mind.
Hey, wait, let's exterminate this rat. All right? All right.
Oh, we forgot something.
That's New York.
That is New York.
We have to be reminded that's New York.
It is New York.
Love New York.
Only in New York, am I right?
New York's not for everybody.
It's a New York way.
Not really the only in New York story I imagined when I moved here.
If this doesn't make you a New Yorker, nothing will.
Anything can happen in New York.
New York. Either you love it, or you learn to love it.
Anything can happen in New York.
Because we are fucking New Yorkers!
You mess with me, you mess with New York! You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us!
And the characters are from New York.
Right.
The story takes place in New York. It starts in New York and it ends in New York.
How much longer is this movie?
We gave up on the experiment 40 minutes shy of being finished. We would have sat through the 2 hours just fine if this was all we were watching, but we had just done 4 piece of shit movies, gotten through like an hour and 15 minutes of this.
We get the joke.
Seems like really long.
And it just kept going, and we were like, okay, it's gotta be wrapping up. Check it out.
42 minutes left? This is almost 2 hours long.
There's almost an hour left of this.
40 minutes.
I couldn't believe it. 40 minutes. And I mean, you can maybe even see like the daylight.
Should we call it?
I don't know how much more of this I can take. We did a really good job, I think, of just sitting through 5 of these lackluster horror productions.
Yeah, and then when we got back together and we watched the last 40 minutes, it suddenly got more boring. There were more scenes of people talking without any jokes.
We have to go up.
Go, take Mateo. I am done running.
Take the potato.
Take the potato.
There was more adventure stuff, like, you know, things unfolding. Was one of the characters we thought was dead is still alive, and she's a Mickey Willie cultist now in a hard hat. All the princesses were dead. It was all the boring characters were still alive.
Even though the princesses were annoying, they at least added a little bit of camp value. And once they were dead, it was just flat characters.
It's Cruella DeVille.
Cruella, because I don't remember what her name is. Oh, Selena. No, it's Selena. It's established earlier in the film that she's like theater person that also like designs clothes, and so she's like a crafty theater chick.
And then it's established at some point that there's a backstory. Now this is one, again, there is no Mickey Mouse in this universe.
Yeah.
There is no Walt Disney. Walt is a character they refer to who was a steamboat captain and had a friend who was a 2-foot-tall mouse man, and the mouse man had a mouse wife, and that wife was lost at sea.
There's also a moment where we see Willie kind of falling for Selena. Like, who was it that mentioned, it was the kid that was like, oh, it's all about love or whatever.
Oh, he said, yeah, the kid says, my mama always said.
My mom used to say, when all else fails, try love.
And then they find this bloody photo of Willie and I guess Minnie Mouse or whoever the fuck. There's this whole story about that, how she was almost like, he had to like save her from being, blah, 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 whatever. Selena's like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go into my big trunk of, which I never even saw her come on board with this, but her trunk of like theater clothes and all this stuff. Is she like...
While the boat is actively sinking.
The boat's sinking because one of the dudes, he uses the only flare that they have that they're supposed to use to try to get help. He uses their last flare, he shoots it at, what was it, Willie and then the crazy lady? And all it ends up doing is sinking the boat.
Well, no, it doesn't sink the boat, we know that.
Wait, that's the ferry behind them. It was sinking.
I'm exhausted. Selena is putting together a sexy Minnie Mouse outfit, comes into frame, and we see like Willie looking at her like, ooh. He's like so into it. But then she has a huge mallet behind her. And so she's like, I guess trying to like seduce him so that she can kill him. Now, unless I'm missing something here, when she gets close enough to him, it just goes right in front of him. She didn't even hit him.
Yeah, no, he backed up. And he's just dizzy for some reason.
She does it again on nothing. This whole outfit, and it was literally for nothing.
She was probably down there for like 2.5 hours. Putting that together.
Then she falls off the boat.
How'd she fall off the boat?
Because she was standing 5 feet away from the edge and lost her balance.
Who the fuck cares? She loses her balance. Then he's like, oh, I'm gonna like get you now. But no, he's into her. So he actually helps her. By the way, the boat's still supposed to be sinking, but we forget about that because suddenly that's not an issue anymore.
Once she puts on the Minnie Mouse costume, there are no more shots of water creeping in.
What happened to the dude though? Did he, the guy that was supposed to be like her, Selena's love interest?
Yeah, he got killed. I can't remember how
did he die?
He got killed.
She eventually like stabs him in the head.
Scissors in the back.
Scissors. How'd she get scissors?
She had unestablished scissors, and she stabbed him in the back.
Well, I guess because she was putting the outfit together.
Please let there be scissors.
So at the end, it's her, the paramedic, and the kid, right? Once again, at the end, after all this tragedy, all this death and everything, they're making like a joke, oh, I'm never taking the ferry again. Sequel setup.
Course.
And then we realize that Willie is not actually dead. He's like laying in some rubble or something. Yeah. Minnie comes into frame.
Horrible Minnie Mouse puppet saunters into frame, and he does his sexy whistle that he did at the other girl the whole time. And then that's the end of the movie. Or that was the post-credits. I don't know. I don't care.
So I do not heart Willie, but how do you feel?
Let's rate Screamboat. The Steamboat Willie influence.
Okay, well, I will say 4.
No, come on. He's actually Steamboat Willie in this one.
All right, 5.
Look, they're doing it. They finally got around to Steamboat Willie at some point.
I don't like this movie, so I'm not trying to give it.
She enjoyed it so much. Horror. I've never seen Terrifier. I couldn't give a shit about spooky clowns, but is this on par with Terrifier?
No. I'll give it a 3.
Of bullshit horror, yeah, I'd give this a 4. Horror film has no decent jump scares, like the rest of them, but this is the only one that doesn't have a Mickey Mouse costume.
You know how I feel about puppetry.
Yeah, but he's only a puppet sometimes.
I don't like it. But I'm gonna say 2 because I just fucking hated it so much.
She hates puppets.
Did you put 5?
I liked him. I mean, he was the only one who had a Steamboat Willie hat.
I knew when I saw that he was actually a mouse, you were gonna like freak out.
He's got a Steamboat Willie hat on. That guy carried this movie. On the Mickey Mouse bullshit ripoff scale, I'm giving it a 5. It is a watchable, and Bethany liked it so much.
My God, this is hilarious.
That was great.
2.
2.
It was better than the Lifetime movie.
Not a single jump scare the whole night has worked.
Okay, we added up all of our scores. The results are in. The best is a tie between I Heart Willie and Screamboat. I think those are both watchable, both enjoyable, fun horror movies to watch. Mouse of Horrors is in second place with a 19, which is considerably less than 30, but
I mean, it's cringy.
it was really the only movie that was so bad it was good.
Except the audio might get on your nerves.
Okay, in third place is The Mousetrap. It had some so bad it's good about like half the time. The other half the time it was so frustrating.
If you can wait almost an hour for your first on-screen kill.
Oh no, don't wait for the kills, because when they finally happen, they're not satisfying. Be prepared that you are not going to enjoy it. Yeah, and then in last place,
Take this with a grain of salt.
Ow!
And in last place is Mouseboat Massacre.
Ugh, it's just not worth watching. Just don't, right?
There's no point, yeah.
It's not a fun watch. It's long stretches of boring, nothing dialogue happening that's unredeemable.
Mousetrap didn't even have an ending, and I remember the ending better than I remember the ending to this one.
And Mouse of Horrors had the best ramp-up ending of all of them, because it was like it just turned into a short film all of a sudden of just a completely different movie.
I didn't know what to expect, and I don't know about you, but it was way worse than I could have expected.
This was disappointing. There were just 4 movies of the exact same fucking idea. But there's so many things you could do with hijacking the IP of Mickey Mouse. Could be like a little girl who has like an obsession with Steamboat Willie, and there's like a Steamboat Willie sort of character. He could have been the protagonist in one of these. There could have been something more like Escape from Tomorrow, where it's just like all in like Disney World kind of thing. 5 movies of Mickey Mouse is a killer. Almost all of them had he wants Minnie Mouse to be his lover again, and he's confusing the final girl with Minnie Mouse. I don't like this idea of taking children's stuff that's now in the public domain and turning it into a horror movie. Not because I give a shit, but because it is so creatively bankrupt. I watched Blood and Honey. It was totally flat. Nobody does anything creative or fun with the idea.
Given what I have seen so far, I will agree with you. Like, I just, I don't know if I'm quite as angry as you are about it. I try to give movies the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're self-aware, right? But I don't think we got that with any of these movies.
Now, we may not ever do this again. I think if we do this again, maybe it'll be like 3 movies.
Yeah.
We were pretty maxed out at 4. It was pretty painful to carry on. I'm out. I'm leaving.
Hey, I'm still stuck in the chair though.
It's your show.
This was a very special edition of Aliens on Fire, so enjoy it because we're probably not going to do anything like this again. Thank you for joining us. If you have seen these movies and you actually like them, we're kind of interested to know which one was your favorite.
I'll do a call to action for this one. If you have an interesting idea that you would have done if you had made a horror movie based on Steamboat Willie, comment that below.
Oh, I want to know that actually. That would be really...
I want to see more ideas about Steamboat Willie ripoffs because all of these movies are getting sequels. This is never going to stop. And write to your congressman and tell him to get the copyright back to Disney so they can stop making these movies.
I am Bethany Summersizzle. That was Timmy. We're out of here. Let me get out of my seat. You got me in here. Shut up.
I know how to duct tape, man.
Bye.
No, there was no...
There's nothing.
There's nothing at the end of this one.
Perfect.
Wow, what a genre-breaking film this turned out to be. It didn't have a post-credits scene that made no difference.